Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video regarding Savitar and who he is. So this is a last minute video to discuss my final thoughts going into tonight's episode. So when this uploads, we will only be about 4 hours away until the Flash airs, so get hyped for the Savitar reveal. Okay, so first off, we are supposed to get the Savitar reveal during next episode, as it has been heavily marketed that this episode will be in fact the episode we find out his true identity. So this is always a slight potential that the characters will find out, but not us. However, I feel like that will be a bit repetitive from last episode when Killer Frost found out who Savitar is, and I think they would not do that as they would get fans rioting. Like last episode, everyone was going crazy that we didn't find out, but Killer Frost found out. So I don't think they'll make that mistake. So okay, so we're going to go into who I don't think is Savitar, and then after this we'll go into the final few possibilities. So first off, we're going to rule off the people who are definitely not going to be Savitar. So earlier today, Daniela Panabaker did a really useful Q&A discussing the episode and around the Flash season 3, in which she said, and I quote, "I can't wait to see their performance as a villain." So we can infer that this means they have never played a villain on the Flash before. So that rules out HR being Savitar, as Tom has played the Reverse Flash during season 1, and it also rules out Ronnie, as he's played Deathstorm, who was an Earth 2 villain, and it also rules out the Zoom Theory being Savitar, as he has played a villain before. Next, Cisco, as Carlos Valdez has played Reaver before, and also finally Julian, as he has played Alchemy before. So those are the Team Flash members who can be ruled out. And one last person is Jay Garrick, who I don't think is Savitar based on the fact that it would be repetitive using a version of Jay Garrick who is pretending to be good, pretending to be a Flash, and then he turns evil like Hunter Zolomon did. So the remaining members of Team Flash are Joe, Barry, and Wally, and obviously Iris, but we can also rule her out as she is the one who dies. So this is very interesting advancement onto who will be Savitar, so we've narrowed it down to 3 members of Team Flash. So let's discuss the possibility of Wally being Savitar. Savitar created Kid Flash, as he explained during Flashpoint occurred, when he had the idea of making Wally a speedster in order to help Savitar himself get out of the Speed Force prison, as Savitar has created himself, as he's previously explained. But apart from them being in the Speed Force prison before, there is not much evidence suggesting that Wally is Savitar, so I think he is the second most likely candidate, as he's got a bit of evidence towards him, but he doesn't have that much. So moving on to Joe, there is literally no evidence for him being Savitar. Why would any version of himself want to kill his daughter, as Iris is his most treasured thing in life, as he keeps on repeating that throughout all the seasons of the Flash? So we can rule out Joe unless he's gone crazy. Okay, so finally my number 1 pick is Barry. So there is quite a long list of things that could point for him to be Savitar, so I'm going to briefly scan over all the points. So during the Savitar reveal last week, Killer Frost's reaction seemed as if she really trusts whomever is under the armor. So her inner Caitlyn probably trusts Barry the most, even over Cisco, as she's been through so much with him and he is the Flash and one of her best friends. Next, Savitar said, "I am the future Flash," which we all were led to believe was separated and it had a comma in between, but who knows, he could have been literal about that. So furthermore, Barry has also ultimate knowledge about Team Flash, and if it is the future or an alternate version of himself, he will most likely live through all of these events just like Savitar has. Next, Eobard calls Barry the villain, which could also be a literal hint to him being Savitar, as maybe he becomes the villain in the future. Okay, so we have seen they've been going down this Hours of Time arc during the New 52, so they've been adapting things from that, in that a future version of Barry comes back in time to kill his enemies and also kill himself in order to fix all of his mistakes of his past life. So that's also a possibility that Barry is going to be evil, so that's another link to why Barry could be Savitar. So in this week's promo, we get to see a shot where Barry is standing in a puddle, and we also see the reflection of Savitar. This could be another direct hint that he's another version of himself and that they are alike, which could be a way of foreshadowing Savitar's identity, or it could just be good camera work, but I'm taking that as a sort of slight hint. So finally, in their first confrontation, Savitar says, "You are the past, and I am the future." which could be them hinting about future Flash further in the future being Savitar, and that our version of the Flash is like a weak version of himself, that Savitar is an advanced version of Barry. Okay, so that's all I've got for this video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and a comment, and this is all the evidence that I've got. So I will not be surprised if it is Barry, but I'll be surprised if it is anyone else. Maybe not surprised if it was Wally, totally surprised if it was Joe, and all the other ones should be ruled out unless they do something crazy that sort of counteracts Caitlin's statement. But anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.